I'm not sure if I'm on an extended high right now, but for the past couple of weeks, I really feel like a stoner. Being asked long-winded philosophical questions that no one can really answer. For an example, the question was brought up in my history class asking what came first, culture or civilization? A question like this is usually a trick question because it mostly works based only on perspective and no one is actually able to give a real answer. It would almost be like asking the same stupid questions we've asked hippies like me just to give us something to think about. What came first, the chicken or the egg? We've seen a variety of these questions before, and for once I actually have a reason to thank marijuana for existing. Without it, we probably wouldn't have these questions to think about or laugh at the people for thinking about them. But no matter how we react to these questions, there are times when you do sit down to think about something that might never actually be answered. I mean, as human beings, we all need something philosophical to think about, otherwise the portion of humanity would all believe we're idiots. It doesn't matter if we actually think we're idiots, it just makes us feel better about ourselves. However, sometimes there is a question that does make you start to think about life from a different perspective, whether it's yours or someone else's. Recently, I finished reading an old forum that asked the question talking about the differences from talent to success. I thought about that for a while and stopped reading to actually get my own idea of the question. Does talent really bring success? We all know that talent is a benefactor to a lot of people who've become successful in many different ways. But all talent really does is encourage your parents to send you to whatever school they think will make you the most successful, so they don't have to end up living in a nursing home because they believe you'll send them $1,000 checks every week. Honestly, talent is more of a waste than anything else because all talent really does for someone is give them way too many bragging rights. Usually success comes from something that was brought up from the bottom of the barrel to make a greater outcome. Talent is nothing more than a byproduct that only makes your life a little bit easier. What makes this whole scenario worse is that even when you have people that are talented in some field of work, they're less likely to make a mistake than they are going to be able to learn from anything for doing so. A lot of times, success isn't even made up of hard work, it's mostly made up of brown nosing. People who would go as far to stick their noses up someone's ass just to reap the benefits of being on someone's good side. I don't believe that brown nosing is technically illegal in this case more than anything else because rubbing off someone in a good way does make for success in a world filled with stealers and liars. But the problem with this is that you still don't make any of the self-benefits that you could be making if you manage to do the work yourself. So I guess for this much, talent over success is more perspective than anything, only based on how much you use these two. We'll never really know either way, and it's best not to think about it too hard because turning a simple question into something too deep would ruin every single stoner's joke in the end anyway.